Hey everybody, welcome back into Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Big Ten Media Days. This is the podcast. I'm Austin Ward. This is a Heisman Trophy finalist. He's the quarterback of the Ohio State Buckeyes. He's looking to go maybe one step further and win some more hardware this year. He's CJ Stroud. Is it still weird to you, like, hear stuff like Heisman Trophy finalist and all the, Big Ten Player of the Year? Like, I know that you thought you would accomplish that, but it happened.
Right,
it's 7 months ago. Maybe maybe you're over it. I don't know.
I feel like in a blink of an eye, if I rewind, I was with you and Byron back home, looking skinny in my high school uniform, practicing. Remember that interview. But it's been a blessing. I definitely appreciate just God taking me on this journey. And I realized the responsibility I have as a man. So I definitely been taking everything in and just realizing it's a blessing.
I'll never forget that day and watching your team practice out there. The structure's a little bit different with Ryan Day and the Buckeyes, obviously. But, I remember just, sitting with you, and it struck me when you were walking over, like, you've always sort of had an underdog mentality from what I've seen. Maybe you don't feel that, but at least that's the way it's presented. When you didn't get that first job in high school and working your way up to that and trying to win a competition a year ago, like, I don't know if you feel that way now, but you also have already accomplished so much that you're not an underdog. Everybody knows who you are now. And I wonder if that's a different mindset or if you feel a different approach now.
Yeah, that's a great question. For me, I think I always have that mindset. Just realizing what I've done to get here and where I come from and the challenges I've had. But I definitely appreciate those challenges, and I don't look at them as negative. I look at them as positive, that God didn't want to just give me something without me working for it. So. Right. I definitely appreciate that, and I always look at myself like an underdog, but at the same time, I realize the new space that I am in.
Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. It may help that, you did finish fourth in the voting for that one award, and you guys didn't win the rivalry in November through no fault of your own, working through the illness there. But there's more you probably want to accomplish, so that's maybe you do still have that chip.
Right, yeah, and then I want to clear the air about the illness.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about it. It's cool. I was sick, but at the end of the day, I get it. No matter how I feel, I got to win the game.
Yeah.
There's no excuses, and I didn't use it as excuses, just the truth. At the end of the day, I should have played better to win the game, but it is what it is.
I wasn't saying you didn't play well,
but I'm clearing up for others. But at the end of the day, I should have played better. So, at the end of the day, I look at all my failures like, if I don't learn from it, then it's an L. But if I can learn from it, it's a W. And I just learn from my mistakes and from our team mistakes, and we'll move on.
I'm really, it's your mindset, mentality that's always really fascinated me about you. And I wonder if, I've thought about you signing autographs on Student Appreciation Day. I've asked Coach Day about this a number of times. Throwing on Pro Day and talking to us when you didn't have to. I just wonder, how you've kept that sort of, these new responsibilities are coming your way, how you compartmentalize that part of it and, growing your brand and name, image, and likeness. And then I've got to go be better than I was a year ago. Yes, how do you manage all that?
Like I said, just for me, it really is my faith. And then on top of that, just where I come from, just realizing I'm in a unique situation and I'm blessed. I've been called, I've been chosen by God. Out of so many people where I'm from is so good, and maybe they went down the wrong way or there's something happened to where they're not where I'm at. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them. It's just I have a responsibility. And I feel like that since I have this responsibility, that I have to uphold that and I have to do it the right way with God. And I have so many great mentors that help me. I have so many, my mother, she helps me so much. She keeps me humble. She keeps me grounded. And then when I, stuff that I do in the community and stuff, I remember being those type of people, staying for Student Appreciation Day. I wanted to stay. They were asking me to leave. I'm like, no, everybody is going to get something signed because they're fans. They appreciate us, so I appreciate them. So I just try to do that just because I realize how unique of a situation and where I'm at.
Plus, I've seen now about 100,000 CJ Stroud autographed cards out on the market. So obviously that stuff is different and new, and it's a different pressure, a different expectation, a different standard for you. But I know you try and keep that same approach no matter what.
Yes, sir, for sure. I just think that if you have a solid foundation, why switch? Why change? I remember this spring I tried to change my footwork a little bit because they was like, you were Heisman finals with that other footwork. Why don't you just go to that? So I switched it back. And so, we made it work. So, it's just checks and balances that you have like that with people like Coach Day in your life to help.
Are you used to the fact that Chris and Garrett aren't around yet?
No, I miss them. I miss everybody, man. I miss Coop from my freshman year. I miss Justin. I miss Sean Wade. I miss everybody, man. That's the thing I love about Ohio State. We love each other at the Woody, man. And Me and Barron actually talked about that the other day, Browning.
Yeah.
And I still talk to him almost every other month. And, like, he's doing well, but, I mean, he misses it just like I miss him. So, I talked to Garrett not too long ago. I talked to Chris not too long ago. And they're doing well. It's just, I mean, of course, it's going away from, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I'll probably have to do it pretty soon. But it's probably tough, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm cherishing this season.
Yeah, people tend to miss that brotherhood when they
Right.
leave, but you've got maybe 15 more games to worry about before you get to that first one coming on September 3rd.
Yes, sir.
I know you're excited to get back out there next Thursday. The pads will be on.
Yes, sir.
Ready to see what you got for an encore.
For sure.
All right.
I can't wait.
He's CJ Stroud. You guys know him. This has been the podcast. It's Big Ten Media Days in Indianapolis. I'm just Austin Ward. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for more coverage coming here from Indy.